What's up, people? What's up? Welcome back to the Chaos List. You know the channel, you know the show, and you know the host, of course. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down the panel and let people in the panel tell you where they can find them. So we're going to start off with my main man up here. I finally put on his camera. What, Matt? Oh, why are you still muted?
Sorry, I thought it was going to be me. Go ahead. You said your main boy. Forget it.
Anzo.
Yes.
Who are you?
Who am I? The host with the most.
You saying everybody should know you, but who the hell are you?
Oh, everybody knows me, bro.
Oh,
see,
you sure about that?
JJ, you had to start it up already, eh? Didn't you?
Less than 2. You couldn't make it 2 minutes, JJ.
You couldn't let that one fly, dude. It's not like I said you eat mustard on your coleslaw or nothing.
I don't ever remember really phantom zoning you so much, so you had to catch one.
Oh, I got one the other a few weeks back, man, because I was just in like, yeah. So what the hell?
I think Danny's leading the phantom zones in this show, but you all got to catch it. Don't worry.
Well, of course, he created it, so.
I'm pretty sure I have a high number of phantom zones myself.
You do as well.
Yes.
You're catching up. But anyway, sorry, Danny. Go ahead.
No, and I was just gonna say, yes, he did create it, but I made it better.
Oh shit.
Mr. Comic Chat, tell the people about your channel and where they can find you, sir.
What up, people? Glad everybody's back here tonight for another edition of the Chaos List. I am Danny, AKA Comic Chat. I'm on several days out the week with Anzo. Last night we were on Chaotic Conversation. Tonight we'll be here on the Chaos List. Tomorrow we'll be on Chris's show, The Rule of Three, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later on you catch us on Square One and Equilibrium whenever we get that finally squared away. And later on tonight, you catch us on Storms Live. So a lot of content. So support us if you can. Thanks.
Excellent. That's right. Support. Sub to our channels. You know what I mean? Please do. LDG, if you're there, you can tell the people where they can find you. Okay.
Hey guys, what's going on? LDG Pixels here. You have any computer issues or tech needs? I'm here to help. Hit me up on LDG Pixels or follow me on Twitter at LDG Pixels. Also have a channel called Pixelate where we turn it up to 11. We open up the panel, open up the topics, and have some fun, even have some watch parties.
Oh, yeah. It's a blast. You guys ought to check it out.
That's correct. And I just want to big up Mr. LDG for helping me with my graphic card. You know what I mean? If you guys see me playing the game last night, I'm now streaming in 1080p as I should be. So I much appreciate that. JJ, your turn, my friend.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit of everywhere. I'm several places, but mainly you can find me here on Tuesday nights with these fine gentlemen talking some chaos. And you can catch me on Monday nights right now on my channel doing my weekly live stream called Randomness at its Finest. Random panel, random topics. Come by, check it out. You might like what you see or hear. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff that goes with it. And you can find me here on Twitter at Sithlord3827. Thanks for having me back, guys.
No problem.
No
That's
problem.
Right. And that's right.
Saying this guy couldn't make it, but yeah.
And that's what you got to do is check out Mr. JJ's Randomness at his Finest. Even though I didn't get the invitation to be on the stream last night, it's all good. I understand that,
You were streaming at the same time.
Hold on. Exactly. And that's what I told him last night when he came in. I saw the stream scheduled. Normally on Monday nights, you go to Rob's channel too after y'all get done with the Chaotic Conversation. Mm-hmm. So I was like, why the hell am I going to send him something when he's already doing something?
Because you know that you're probably usually on later than my streams end, and I'm going to pop up and say, what's up? You know what I mean?
My apologies, bro. You'll get a link every time now, I promise.
Better. Chris Knight, your turn, my friend.
Yeah, I'm Chris Knight, The Real Review 3000 is where you can find me. Wednesdays, we do the Rule of Three, of course, on Mondays and Tuesdays. Mondays on Danny's channel, and Tuesdays here on Anzo's channel, Chaotic Conversation and the Chaos List. We do the weekly Rumble. we're going to get back to the gospel according to Chris and other things, gaming streams, music reviews, movie reviews, movie trailer reactions, just
the weekly wrap up, and also starting on what is it, the 25th, the Mandalorian Roundtable.
Yeah, I think we're getting back to that on the 25th. It's the week. It's the Sunday before it comes back, which is the 29th. I think it comes back.
30th.
30th. Okay, yeah, 30th. Mm-hmm. So they're moving it to Friday. I think it was Thursday last year, or actually, it
was Friday.
It's like 12 a.m. on Friday, so whatever.
Actually, it was 3 o'clock here.
Yeah,
here too.
I can't remember. Anyways, I just know it was really early in the morning. But so we're starting on the 25th. We're gonna have
6 o'clock.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna have we're gonna have the round table and have everybody on to talk about what we expect or what we're looking forward to, what we hope will happen, and all that stuff. So yeah, check that out coming up.
Make sure you join us on the round table.
Mad, tell the people
ready for that. Definitely ready for that.
Is Mad Martigan 3-time weekly Rumble champion, 2-time Shenanigan MVP, former dog owner, and according to the dozens of people who know me, a pretty good guy. That's just for like the possibility of one person not knowing who I am already. I did an unboxing video for Kai fucking Supreme, whatever that MFS means, for his book, this giant fucking book with no pictures.
Damn, that is a thick one.
Right?
The freaking Bible.
So, make sure you go check out that unboxing video because I am hilarious, as always. And that is my first solo video. Flicking the bean. What's up?
Hey, Martigan, are you going to actually read that book?
No. No, he's
I'm
not
supporting the community. No, if
no,
you
I'm
have seen my video.
Not yet. I haven't. I saw it was up, but I ain't watched it yet. But I'm saying if you read it, you got to do a review on it.
Well, so what I was thinking was trying to put together a
4-hour review on that shit. No,
was going to put together a book club, right? And we could go over a chapter like every week or two.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the only way I'm actually going to read it. So.
Good job, Oprah.
Oprah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what they call. I mean, I've always listen. If I've ever been known as anything, it's the white Oprah of YouTube. I've always been called that.
I can see
and
that.
He called
where's my fucking car? Where's my car at then?
I'm not talking to you, Danny.
Yeah, for real. For real. Where's the cars?
So someone tell Danny that I'm not speaking to him, and he knows why.
Danny, you heard that. So
because
I seen that Stephen A. clip.
Oh, did you?
Out of nowhere, man. I'm enjoying my day.
Laughing about the cowboy.
I'm enjoying my day, and I'm like, oh, Danny messaged me. Wow, this is gonna be great. And I'll open. I'm like, TikTok, never been there before.
And then Stephen A. Good job.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, before you get started, I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to Shifty Jism. Man, my hour's hot. I haven't got comments on that. Outstanding job, Shifty Jism. Keep the job up. I appreciate it. Hear pretty much you feel like making. Go ahead and shoot my way, bro. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where's mine, Shifty?
But look,
I was getting one.
Wait,
he had to turn the camera off to say that shit. That was funny.
No, he wanted to show him the avatar. You see the avatar?
Yeah. Avatar.
Yeah, Shifty Gizm made that.
Hey, full screen up for me, Anzo, please.
What's that?
Nice. You can do it yourself too.
Yeah, I'll full screen one.
Damn,
that's cool, man.
Boom.
Damn. Is that you, Danny?
Shifty Jism.
Oh, that's the game?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
You are a genius, Shifty. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my graphic department.
You really, you know what, Mad, you really need to stop expecting so much out of your girlfriend.
No, my graphic department.
That's what I said. Your girlfriend.
Totally different people.
And stop stealing people's ideas, bro. Come on, man. You know
All I said was I should give that suggestion, like that idea of what he did to my graphics department, to my design team.
Well, we're gonna get into our first honorable mention here, and guess who it's about? Hey, do you want to see JJ be more lively and not so laid back because he is high as fuck?
I really don't.
Oh my goodness!
Listen, JJ is JJ, and if you have him be anything other than what JJ is, he's not JJ. So if you can't have JJ, then JJ's JJ, and that's the way he is.
I can hear that song.
What
Which
song?
Because I got high. Oh, that one.
No, Danny. If you got like 5 minutes after the stream's over, I'll play you a good. I'll play you a good song. I'll play you a good song.
Hey,
All right.
listen, here's my
What I'm
concern.
gonna tell you to do is go to YouTube, JJ. Put your Red Man Weed songs. You got like 10 of them. And man,
Oh, I know, but there's one by
you'd be
Toby
like,
Keith.
what the hell are you talking about?
Alligator Dave, he's a great Texas artist.
There's
Stoned
one-
Avengers.
There's one by Toby Keith that I'm actually favored of because I used to like that one. Because I got high. That's for real.
Yeah, but it's kind of sad,
right,
though. Like,
Afro
right,
Man.
but
I was just about to mention that.
yeah, it's kind of
But
depressing. Listen to
Toby Keith has got one, and the video is hilarious because Willie Nelson's in it. It's called Wacky Tobacco.
Oh,
I want to play that for you guys when we're done. If you got a few minutes.
Sure.
I forgot who it was.
Right.
They took Willie Nelson up onto the roof of the White House and got him high. Forgot whose son it was. It was the son of a president. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Wow, that would be awesome. Be standing on the White House going.
It doesn't.
Motherfuckers, look at
It doesn't
this,
help that Willie's like 97 years old. So,
But yeah,
there's a
speaking
few
of which,
presidents in his lifetime.
Now, honorable mention number 2. And as I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, this is a perfect time to do this one. So hey, do you want LDG Pixels to start using StreamYard the proper way and stop making us all look stupid?
Yeah. If he's not going to teach us, then yeah, he needs to conform.
Hey, listen, I just don't do what he's doing.
Yes.
Like he can pull that shit with the force or something.
Exactly.
No, because it goes out of his square. It's not
I'm free, baby. I'm free bird. I'm not held by the laws of physics.
It's not even confined to his space. It can take over everyone else's.
Look at that.
Come over here. Oh, you got beef?
I agree. He does make us look utterly ignorant when he does this shit.
Come on, guys.
I stopped my camera. I got just a little picture. He got him dancing all over his screen and shit. You know what I mean?
Looking at everybody like it's a sentient
Like,
being, and
you tell his aunt, I'm about to go on this stream with these dumbasses. Okay.
Yeah,
It was Chip Carter, Jimmy Carter's son, that got Willie Nelson high on the roof of the White House.
damn.
See, look at this. Look. See what I'm saying?
Look at that shit.
And before we get into the topics, we have one more. And it wouldn't be a show if it wasn't on my homeboy over here. But Mr. Danny Graham just completed the purchase of his new home. So let's all give him a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you. God.
Good stuff.
I will
Good
never
stuff.
move again.
Congrats,
I will never
Danny.
move again.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But now that you have your home, you don't have to, man. You know what I mean?
I'm here at last.
Is it a house or a mobile home?
Oh, it's a house, bro.
Well,
It's a house.
no. Well, I don't.
I know what you're saying. I lived in mobile homes probably about 15 years of my life. But it is 2,200 square feet. It is a home.
Nice.
I got my man cave. I got to start creating. Look at this sucker right here. Look at this.
You know what I mean?
You got a garage?
I got a garage. Well, I got a garage and I got a shed, but I'm going to transfer the shed to my man cave. And I'm planning to make my man cave my whole YouTube thing.
Yeah.
A minute.
And
I'm
Shifty,
gonna do before and after pictures.
yeah,
Show y'all.
and Shifty, I'm on Rob's Discord, so if you want, you can find me on that one. I don't have my
What
own
happened to
one, but I'm
Chris?
there. Oh yeah, what happened to Chris? Chris said,
We
"Hey,
He's in the
lost
private
Chris.
chat.
oh, did he? Yeah.
No, he ain't on the private chat. I don't know what happened.
That's me in the
No.
private.
Oh, he probably just got kicked out. He'll probably come back. Well, I mean, first topic was more or
This
less
sucker
for him and Danny.
He playing the Matrix in this shit. What the hell?
I am the Matrix. I'm the one.
First
I
topic
know
was
kung fu.
basically for like him and Danny, because really. But topic number one is Eddie Van Halen dies. So Eddie Van Halen, the legendary guitarist of Van Halen and rock icon, has died. Jesus Christ, I should have fixed that. Excuse my language. But the musician passed away at the age of 65 following a lengthy battle with throat cancer. The news was confirmed by his son, Wolfgang Van Halen. What are your guys' thoughts on his passing? Danny, go ahead and start because I know you're a guitar man.
Eddie Van Halen was proclaimed to be one of the best guitarists on the planet. He's not actually in my top 10. That's not saying anything bad about him because he's known from what I've read, from what I've seen, what I've read, the tapping they do on the fret of the guitar. He's known for doing all kind of amazing stuff on that. So
The two hand tap. Yeah.
yeah. So he is definitely going to be missed because he was like a pioneer in certain in the rock star genre, solo guitarist. So he's definitely going to be missed. I didn't know that he was battling throat cancer. I thought maybe at his age he might have got this virus that's going around, but I didn't know it was throat cancer. Well, he would be sorely missed. His band, I think, which has his name. It's probably going to be the end for them too. I don't know what they're going to do because he is irreplaceable. So he's going to be sorely missed. And if you are a music lover of guitar soloists, which I am, like I said, I've never really listened to a lot of his music. I know some of his stuff. Like I said, he was not in my particular top 10 for as guitarist, but he is one of the best that ever played. So he would sorely be missed. My heart goes out to his family, the rock and roll community, the guitar community. Was definitely lost a great one. If there's a such thing as a guitar soloist Hall of Fame, he definitely would be in it. So it's just a sad. It's in 2020. I'm telling you, boy, it is.
Yeah. Is
It
he
is the
still
SOB of
alive?
a year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Facts.
Yeah.
I
Because
heard it. I heard about this late this afternoon, and I saw us talking in the chat before we came on the show, and I'm
yeah,
sad. I mean, it's just a part of life, and like I said, my heart goes out to his family. I don't know what that means for the band. I hope they still can survive because they had a lot of
they
great
can.
music. So
No, they can because
have to wait and see.
Go ahead, JJ.
no, I didn't know if I was muted or not. I apologize.
It's okay.
No, but I believe the band will survive because his son Wolfie has become to be a good guitarist, and was going out on the road with him. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as his dad, but I believe he could pull it off. Yeah, Eddie Van Halen was in my top 5 of guitarists. Along with Stephen Vai, Stevie Ray Vaughan,
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yngwie Malmsteen. They we lost a great,
Brian,
and it's a shame
Brian
because
Setzer.
Brian Setzer. Yep. I grew up listening to Van Halen in the 70s and the 80s, some of the 90s. Eddie was very, you could tell it was Eddie playing. Believe it or not, I'm gonna give you a little case of where It's absolutely wonderful. Everybody here, I know, has seen Twister, right?
Oh hell yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Van Halen did the music for that movie. Okay, watch the ending credits and listening to the music. Eddie is freaking brilliant.
Um, that wasn't the only movie though. Like I don't know how many know this, but like the whole reason Van Halen is on the 1995 Power Rangers movie soundtrack is because his kids love Power Rangers, and so yeah. By the way,
You
that
talking
sound
about that's Eddie Van Halen on the Power
yep.
Rangers.
Dream, the song
Doing
Dream
that.
by Van
It was
Halen.
also Eddie Van Halen on Michael Jackson's "Beat It."
Beat It, correct?
Yes, that is
I didn't know
correct.
that either. I thought that
Yeah.
Steve
was
Vai.
Yeah.
Steve
He's
what's the
Vai.
guy?
on
What's
Beat
the
It.
guy from Guns N' Roses?
Well, wait, hey, that's
Slash.
That's Slash. Yeah.
Oh,
Steve Vai is the guitarist for Beat It, but
No,
the solo is Eddie Van Halen.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the
Yes.
thing is people, a lot of people don't know this about that. Maybe you do, maybe you
I
don't.
didn't know that.
The length of
Yeah.
that solo is the length at the time it took him to record it.
Yes, absolutely.
He walked in, or he was
He
in
walked
the
into the
studio,
studio.
and
Yeah.
Michael Jackson had somebody go down and ask him if he'd
Mhm.
do it. He came in, he laid it
Did
down,
it
and boom.
and left.
And
Mhm.
later he
For
said,
free.
yeah.
Yeah.
And later he said, if I had known I was going to have a song that kept my own song from going number one, I would have never done it. And he did. He joked about it, but
Yeah, of course.
it was like he said, Michael Jackson was okay. So a lot of people, and I don't care if you're a Van Hagar fan or a Van Halen fan, and I say Van Hagar in an admiring way. It's just a way to separate the two eras. But if you're a Van Hagar fan, many of them who don't like the early Van Halen stuff, or not as much, they say, oh, well, they never had a number one hit. Folks, you try to get a number one hit or number one album against Michael Jackson. That's who they were going up against. They were number two in 1984. That album was number two the whole time because Michael Jackson's Thriller was right there. And it was like, they couldn't have done anything about it. So, I mean, they easily could have had number one hits back then. I don't know if I still have it
If
up
I'm
here
not
or not.
mistaken,
The name Michael is synonymous with greatness because Michael Jordan kept motherfuckers from winning the damn championship. Michael Jackson kept them number two. Mike Tyson knocked people out. So I mean, if you Michael boy, you just a bad mofo.
and if I'm not mistaken, isn't Thriller still the most sold
I
album
think so.
in the history?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what gave him that third kid.
Right.
Wasn't for Thriller.
You will not talk about Michael Jackson.
All right.
I love Michael
So,
Jackson. Are you kidding me? Love
Wow.
Billie
They
Jean.
had-
Amazing song.
Van
Come
Halen had 12 albums, studio albums. A Different Kind of Truth's kind of funny. I have a demo tape of theirs before they did Van Halen 1, and it's basically A Different Kind of Truth, which was the last album they released. They just polished up a bunch of older songs with David Lee Roth. But they had 12 studio albums. They had 2 best of albums. They had 2 live albums. They had 13 U.S. mainstream rock number one hits. And the thing is you can say, I'm a Van Halen fan. I love Van Hagar, but Sammy Hagar was more. I grew up with him more being a solo artist. So David Lee Roth's my main guy on that. But the thing is
David Roth.
but the thing about it is that it's all Van Halen. That sound was Eddie. I mean,
Yeah.
he did the keyboards. I mean, and yeah, Michael Anthony's a great bassist. Alex was a great drummer. But if it wasn't for Eddie and that sound, and you say, JJ, that Wolfie can carry this band on. I don't think they want to. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they. I think that he's gone. I think it's done, and I think his son will go on to do something. But I don't know if they're going to call it Van Halen. I don't know if him and his uncle will go out and do Van Halen.
If they, I'm just saying, if they did, as in paying respects to Eddie, and like say like a farewell tour type thing.
Well, that might be interesting. A farewell tour where if Wolfie's as good as I hear, he might be able to pull off some of his dad's licks.
Who do you think his teacher is?
I know, I understand that, but here's the thing. I think if you did that, then you talk to David and you talk to Sammy and you talk to Gary Sharon and you just say, guys, we're going to do a one-off. Go out there and give it one last go. You get Michael Anthony back and you just go and do it. And not to say anything bad about Eddie Van Halen, a lot of the tension in that band, lots of times, was Eddie. And Eddie basically, well, he was a great guy, but the thing is it was his music, and he laid down the law. He said, "You don't like it? There's the door. Go. Bye. Just boom."
Can I jump in real quick? So talking about what I wanted to talk about was the whole his son taking over for him. JJ, back in the day when you played Ghost Recon on 360, Future Soldier, did you ever run across a guy named Rick Starr? British guy.
If I did, I would have done forgotten the name by now. Why?
All right, so I met Rick Starr. His real name is Zach Starley. His son, his father is Ringo Starr.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
so yeah, right. He played with us on Ghost Recon, JJ. Cool guy. That was like his way of getting over doing cocaine so much was 360. Anyway, so when the drummer of the Who, I don't know anything about the Who. That's a whole different story. Fucking Peter, whatever his name is. Anyway, the drummer of the Who, when he died, Zach actually became the drummer for the Who and started touring with them. He also toured with the Oasis in the 90s. He said that shit was crazy. Those brothers.
Oh, wow.
Brothers. Yeah. Anyway, but it just reminded me, when you were talking about the son taking over for the dad or whatever, because Ringo did not want his son in the music industry whatsoever. No. And it was the drummer of the Who before when Zach was a kid, he was the one that got Zach his drums and helped taught him how to play the drums. And he's slick on him, man. He's really good. I think like that music, I think there is it's probably not scientifically true, but anecdotally it is. But like a music gene that can be passed on. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like there's just like something inherent there. I don't know if it's just the environment, being around music so much, like it absorbs to you, or like talent, But I think definitely if anybody's going to have a shot at lessening the blow of losing Eddie, it would be the son.
I think it says a lot. Valerie Bertinelli, and I retweeted it. I'll read it here real quick. I just got to go find it.
Yes, Shifty, get that match going.
Valerie Bertinelli wrote this about him. 40 years ago, my life changed forever when I met you. You gave me one true light in my life, our son, Wolfgang. Through all your challenging treatments for lung cancer, you kept your gorgeous spirit and that impish grin. I'm so grateful Wolfie and I were able to hold you in your last moments. I will see you in our next life, my love. Her and him had a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to say that, I mean, and I've listened to what she said. I watch a lot of different shows she's on. I've listened to what she said about it as time has gone on. She just couldn't be with him because of the way he was, not because of who he was. And for her to say that still, I mean, he had to have been a good guy. And you hear a lot of the other things, but this guy has, it's like Prince. I'm not going to put him where Prince is because it's a little different, but that's the type of thing we're losing here. Bowie, Prince, Freddie Mercury. These are names that resonate, and they won't be gone in 20 years. Some kid 20 years from now will put on an MP3 or on a vinyl. On vinyl, they'll play Eruption and think, "Oh my God, this is awesome! Who is this guy?" And they'll dive into this deep valley of music that Eddie left. And they will forever be changed.
I agree with you, but sorry to cut you off. I agree with you, but I think it's going to come from movies because Like you think about all the movies that Van Halen's music, like Panama, was in Superbad, right? Yeah, Superbad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like their music, like those tracks, just fit so well in storytelling when it comes to movies. I think that is going to be the window that people find Van Halen through.
Well,
moving forward, I'm talking about.
I think. Well, you're partially right, but then again, there's a lot of the guys like me that sat in their parents' basement, with a record player or something that just basically zoned out for hours listening to nothing but music. They didn't care the TV was there. They listened to music. You're going to get both sides of that. You're going to still have those audiophiles that want to start a band and they're going to listen to this song and to be like, oh my God, this is awesome. I mean, I remember the first time I heard Eruption, my uncle put the record on. And I just remember, that, and it's like, holy crap. And I remember like kind of thinking, what is this noise? And I didn't mean that in a bad way in my head. I was like, this noise is freaking awesome. What the hell is he doing to this thing? And, he wasn't Frank Zappa as far as the things he would use to make music, but he would do power drills on the pickups and he would do all sorts of other stuff. He really wanted to change things. And while he's not the best guitarist out there and maybe not the best soloist, because I mean, if you've ever heard some of the solos that Prince will put out there, dude, that guy was crazy. But the thing Eddie has as far as a soloist is as far as recorded mainstream radio released music, Eddie is the man when it comes to solos. There's nobody else out there that plays solos on music that has been released to radio.
And that's what I mean. Like that's what I mean by the movie thing. But it's from here because like
Eric Clapton.
Who?
Eric Clapton.
Yeah, Eric.
No. Listen. I'm not talking about stuff that's on his albums. I'm talking about stuff that is readily played on the radio. There's only one or two songs I could really tell you that Clapton has on the radio.
I just know the solos. One from City of Angels, but from Eric Clapton. But what I'm saying about the movies though is like to get to where you were talking about with like being in the basement and like like oh man, music, whatever you did down there. A lot of that will start from movies because like for me, I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'll hear a song in a movie. I'm like, whoa. Like, who is this? What is this? And I'll get Soundhound out and I will get it identified. And then I'm digging into their music. I found a lot of great people through that way.
You're gonna get both sides of it. Yes. And then as time goes on, you're probably right. Movies are gonna make that impact more because well, let's just be honest. Some 15-year-old kid 20 years from now is not going to be listening to whatever radio station may still be playing Van Halen, but they will watch movies. And so you got a point there. I'm just talking like right now, some kid who may just run into it for the first time. I remember the impact he had on my life and the things that I was like, you didn't go to the concert. David Lee Roth was an awesome front man, but you didn't go to the concert for David or Sammy. You went to the concert because you wanted to see what Eddie was doing. You wanted to watch Eddie play that 15-minute solo halfway through the set.
When I think Van Halen, like in general, I think of Eddie, and I'm not a Van Halen fan at all.
Yeah,
but when I think Van Halen, I automatically think Eddie, and I think that may be the case for a lot of people.
Well, and how many people like Eddie were able to redefine themselves within the music? Because the heavy, hard, gritty music that they made in the late 70s and 80s with David. And then when Sammy came along and said, dude, you want to play that keyboard? Pull that keyboard out and play. And he totally flipped what he played, but it still had the heaviness, but it was light and airy now. And it was fun. And it was like, wow, it was good music. The fact that he was able to totally redefine who he was and the music he played. He was quoted once as saying, after I think it was Van Halen 3, they said, well, this album isn't selling as well as the other albums you've had and this and that. They were talking about all this stuff. And he says, you know what? If they're true fans, they're going to buy any damn thing I put out there. And that's the type of man he was. He's like, my music, I'm awesome. If you like me, you're gonna buy it. So
and that's how I approached YouTube. Forget these goblins in the chat. They'll find me if they deserve it.
John said,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Eddie
Word.
Van Halen wasn't great. He was, but he's not in my top 10.
well,
and Chris said, John said Chris is wrong about impact. That's subject based on when and how.
what?
I think
The
he
I'm
meant
saying
that.
it's more subjective. What you're saying about the impact he had is more subjective.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think think of it this way. You know, everybody says marijuana is a gateway drug. I guess Eddie Van Halen's a gateway drug into guitarists. He was readily accessible. And you know, and I found Yngwie Malmsteen because of him. I found out about Prince and what Prince did, because you're never going to find a Prince album that was mainstream that had a huge solo, except for maybe Purple Rain and a couple others, but it was really quick stuff. But when you start diving into Prince, oh my God, that guy was a beast on guitar.
He's a beast on everything.
Eric
he
Clapton said that
Yep.
that he is the best guitarist when he was alive.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the
Somebody
rumor
asked
is
me in an interview. I saw it.
somebody
He was like,
asked
how does
him,
it feel to be the best guitarist on the planet? He
And
said,
he
I don't know.
asked-
You're gonna have to go ask Prince.
exactly, and
Pr-
so
Pr-
go ahead.
Prince was ridiculously talented.
Yes,
He was,
Mhm.
but you see,
There was a
I-
video when he was with Tom Petty. And
Yeah.
I think it's My Guitar Gently Weeps.
while my guitar
The solo
gently
he did in
weeps,
that.
when they were
Yeah, it is
celebrating
awesome.
George Harrison. Yeah, but
Yep.
you see, that's the thing. I wouldn't have found out that stuff. I would not have gotten into guitarists and dive into deep guitar work that other people have done, the Clapton stuff, the Harrison stuff, you know, Malmsteen, all these other Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Santana, all these guitarists. I mean, Tom Petty, you know, he's whatever. But I wouldn't have gotten into it if it wasn't for Eddie Van Halen.
but
Let me
by the
tell
way,
you, man, you're gonna laugh at this, but you know who let one of the most underrated guitarists of all time? Go back and watch Roy Clark.
Oh no,
Guitar-
no.
play the guitar.
But you see, that's because think of what he was doing on the equipment. He was doing the stuff he did. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, you're talking about in the 50s and stuff. He was doing that. You know, it's like,
Roy
wow.
Clark was a beast.
Yeah, he
Imagine,
was.
imagine what Roy Clark could pull off today.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
But you know,
I'm more of a blues guy myself. Like John Lee Hooker, if we're talking all-time great guitarist, John Lee Hooker's up
Atomic Punk,
Nah.
Shifty Gizmo.
Are you kidding?
Atomic Punk's awesome. I'm going to tell you right now, one of my favorite songs ever is Drop Dead Legs on 1984. That is a freaking awesome song.
Yeah.
Women and Children First is an awesome album. I think Van Halen 1 is probably the definitive thing. If I were to tell one person to listen to a Van Halen album, it's going to be Van Halen 1, because the way it starts is like, holy crap. Put it this way, the first song on that album is Eruption, and it is a solo, and it is Eddie Van Halen. That right there, from the very get-go, this band defined who was the man.
Great.
By the way, I'm going to send you a link to who I think is probably the greatest living guitarist, Joe Bonamassa. And if you don't know that name,
he's awesome. He is awesome.
Well, okay, living. I was thinking of someone different.
No, as soon as
Hey,
BB, especially as far as blues goes, like as soon as BB passed on, may he rest in peace, Joe Bonamassa takes that crown. You know, he is amazing. His song, the last,
who was the guitarist for War Pigs?
huh?
What?
Who was the guitarist for War Pigs?
Oh shoot! Did a Black Sabbath's guitarist? Black Sabbath.
That solo is awesome.
Tony Lo.
Who?
Tony Loke.
Tony Omi.
Yeah, I think so.
Tony Loke. Man, I
Gary
love
Clark
that.
Jr. is pretty good too. I'm not putting him in this category, but Gary Clark Jr. is like legit good, and he's from Texas.
I like him.
All right. So Shifty Gism said top 5 Van Halen songs. 1, Ain't Talking About Love. 2, Unchained. Panama. For
Panama?
Panama.
That's it.
Panama.
For
Panama. What the hell, yo?
Atomic Punk,
Panorama?
5 right now, and shout out to Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, shout out, because right now is using the Crystal Pepsi commercials. Right now was an excellent song.
Wow,
And
he didn't have Jump on there or Run with the Devil?
dude, there's the deep cuts are awesome stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could have, I think
I'm
you
not
could
a
have
Van Halen fan.
mainstream. You can have mainstream top 5, and you can have deep cut top 5. I mean, you know.
Excellent. So now we're gonna move on to number 2. Great
Been waiting to
conversation,
move on.
guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that one. That was for
Well,
you
hey,
guys. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Really
I know-
quick, Anzo.
Yes.
2 things. One, I'm gonna stay while you read this, so I know what the topic is, and then I got to jump to my phone. But 2, thank you for putting that topic on last second, because I know there's probably something else you might have been thinking about doing.
No, I did that for you guys.
All right. I appreciate it, because, like I said, I mean, that man meant a lot to me as far as music goes. So thank you.
I'm glad you did as well. I really enjoyed that conversation.
Not a problem. That was, like I said, for you guys. Me, I'm not guitarist Van Halen or on that. I know his music. I know his impact. So I was like, I know you guys would want to talk about that. So there you go.
Thank you.
No problem. Topic number 2, Black, and this one's kind of for Danny. So Black Adam delayed.
I'm ready for it.
The Black Adam movie starring Dwayne Johnson has been in official development ever since 2014, with the movie planned as far back and openly talked about at Warner Brothers since 2007. For one reason or another, the film kept getting delayed until things finally seemed to be moving in a positive direction this year. With The Rock promising an early year release to fans, that promise has come to naught. However, since Warner Brothers, whatever, Warner has now taken Black Adam off its release schedule calendar, delaying the DC Comics superhero adventure indefinitely. Are you disappointed with this news?
I'm going to say something really quick here before I jump off. I know that they're still shooting because of his tweets. They're shooting this. So indefinitely, I think, is more on when they're going to release it. I don't think this is dead. So I'm disappointed that it's going to get pushed back, because this is one I'm really looking forward to. But I don't think it's dead, because the way that makes it sound, I know you pulled that from an article. The way that makes it sound is like, oh, they're going to kill this. And I don't think they will. I think that he got too big of a star, and he's already been working on this. This is going to get done, and it's going to get done sooner than later.
I'm not saying it's going to get canceled, but
I know
it's indefinitely. Like, they don't have a date
to
when
they'll still work on it. I mean, well, you know,
I have no idea.
I'll be back.
No problem.
Go get Ethan.
Yeah, go get
This news disappoints me because, first of all, I don't see how Black Adam can consistently get passed over and they greenlight Shazam, which ain't no way. I don't think that Black Adam is going to be a less superior film or gross less than the Shazam movie. Shazam was okay. I was not impressed with it, too terribly impressed with it. I think they kind of shot their load in one shot. I would have saved the Shazam family to the second movie, maybe. Not did everything on the first movie. I'm not going to say it's the worst DC movie, but it's not one of my favorite. When I saw whatever the animation was, the little package that dropped together for it, I was excited because I know The Rock has the star power, the clout to get this done. And I think he has been studying this for so long that he is going to nail it. It's going to be a home run. I think it's going to be DCEU's second $1 billion movie. That's how much faith I have. So to see that it's pushed back indefinitely, or they don't know when they're going to do it, I'm really disappointed, because I really think that this could be also a gateway for Henry Cavill to get back in and to also get that Man of Steel 2 everybody been wanting. I know I want to see it. And to also maybe open up the door to see a world's finest with him and Ben Affleck, as Ben Affleck is able to come back in the Flashpoint movie. So I think all this right here could delay the potential for DC to catch up with Marvel. So
my question is why delay it indefinitely? You know what I mean? That's a big issue.
That makes me wonder.
Are we talking about?
That makes me wonder.
The Batman? Is that what you're saying?
Black Adam.
Oh,
Black Adam.
Well, because I mean, at this point, it's like, are they actually in production, or like, I mean, people are really like pissed off about the whole the Batman being moved a year back and stuff. Hey, one sec. The reason why I was fucking all up in the chat, we were talking about Van Halen. I want everybody to know, chat, the only reason why you should ever know Van Halen is the song Dreams from the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, I brought that up, bro. I was like, dude,
sorry, I only popped in like 10 minutes ago.
No,
that's
like
what dreams are made of.
He brought it up. Yeah, he brought it up.
The whole soundtrack to the '95 Power Rangers movie slaps. Like that shit is. I mean, you have like Red Hot Chili Peppers on there.
Mads, you and I, my dude.
Yeah, I follow you on Twitter. I see you out there.
Oh, you follow me? Oh my god.
Hey, Martigan, you don't. No. You don't want to hang out with this guy. He's trouble.
I am a big old bag of nasty trouble. It's awful.
No. Take the trouble off of that. He's just a big old bag of nasty.
But I ruined the conversation. Sorry, I really needed to talk about that because they used that song for the ending with all the fireworks and stuff.
Yeah,
Power Rangers, Ivan Ooze, go watch it if you haven't seen it.
That's the remake. Power Rangers?
No, this is
no, it's like the movie with Ivan Ooze. They use the original cat. It's silly. My favorite point is wearing the sexy chick on the weird bird island. Kimberly? She's like the crazy weird chick they find on the island. She's like twisting her stuff like Xena, Warrior Princess.
Yeah.
And then they cut away, and then they cut back, and the same thing she's holding, they're on bars. She doesn't do the hand twirls. Really? Yeah, they take the same thingies that she was like hand twirling, like this. They put them on bars if you watch, and then she just swings them like this. It's one of the funniest things. It's right before they fight all the birds. She makes the whistle sounds to make the birds go away, which they then use for the ninja.
I guarantee that movie holds up to this day.
It pseudo does. For me, yes, it does.
Yeah, man, it was
especially
badass.
Play this Sega video game. Hell yes, it does.
All right, so we'll get back to the main topic.
Sorry, Anto.
No, it's okay. If you want to discuss that later, we have time. No problem.
Yeah. What did he jump in here for?
He wanted to talk about Van Halen.
Not boys.
He doesn't know shit about Van Halen. He was just a thought in his daddy's pants when Van Halen was like 10 years in.
Don't stir the pot.
Dare you?
No, but seriously, if Warner Brothers took a page out of Marvel's handbook, what they should do is go ahead and release Black Adam and have it lead into the second Shazam film.
I don't know,
man. I think that's what they were wanting to do originally.
I think so too. But my thing is, why indefinitely? That's what scares me.
Yeah, it ruins me a little bit.
Indefinite just means it's not definite. It doesn't mean
I know that. No, I know that. Yeah, I know.
Even though we basically know if anybody says indefinitely, that usually means forever, but that's not necessarily true.
No, I know.
But if you look at the lineup, you got the Batman, Shazam, the Flash movie. Out of all the big hitting boys, are going to bring in the money, especially with the delay and all the movies going on right now.
But
all the good movies.
But I gotta laugh, delayed. Man. Like with like this the whole Ezra Miller thing. Like, the fact that but here's my whole thing, because the Fantastic Beasts movies are fucking terrible. But Ezra Miller, like, given the lack of follow through with like the things that are going on with him in his personal life is really funny to me. But that being said, they are really holding on to the idea that this Flash movie is going to be made, which if it gets made, okay, sure. Awesome. Neato pants. That'll be great. But I heard you guys talk about like the whole idea of Henry Cavill coming back, being signed on for extra stuff. Same with the Ben Affleck stuff. I think a lot of that's real. I think they're really banking on this whole Snyder thing, and with the idea, I don't know how confirmed those reshoots are for that. If it goes really well, sure, why not? We'll take them.
I just hope, because one of the biggest problems with the Flash and the Joss Whedon Justice League, like if you saw him in BVS, like even on just a little bit of the security footage, he looked confident, he looked kind of stoic, and he got the job done. But then we get to Justice League and he's like, oh my god, boobs.
Well, I'm just talking more about the aesthetic and like getting the actors in and all that kind of stuff, and like
my biggest issue though was that he's more of a badass in real life than he is in the movie.
Cool.
Cavill? Are you talking Cavill?
No, I'm talking the Flash. At least we know he'll slam a bit.
Oh God, I don't know. When I think Flash, I don't think badass. I just think kind of
no. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's how unbadass he is in the movie. Is that his real life persona of slamming chicks outside of a bar drunk more like you know what I mean?
Wow, that's a take. Are we memeing or like what?
See, my thing is these other movies, Batman, all those movies, they've been delayed.
Yes,
this one is delayed indefinitely. Those ones, is there some backstage stuff going on? Is there something that we don't know about?
And see, and that's Anzo. That's where I'm at with you. Is I feel like the Ezra Miller Flash feels like the thing I would put on the back burner before a Black Adam, The Rock feature. Because people like don't get me wrong. I went back to Shazam. I think a lot of people really enjoyed Shazam because it was fun. It gave this extra tone that was a little bit different, and it got a pass. I still enjoy it. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I enjoy it. There's some problems, but the issue is that people enjoyed it. It was a fan favorite, and it has this big cast that has potential. And come on, dude, The Rock. What have we called him for like 20 years? He's franchise Viagra. Yeah, and he'll pop. But he looks like Black Adam, and it looks really good. If they are going to tailor make this film for him, it's like, man, if there's a film to not put on the back burner, it would be a Black Adam film.
Real
quick,
Black Adam.
Anzo, let me get 5 seconds here before John opens his mouth again because he likes to talk over people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the deal. Where was this article pulled from?
Movie Web.
Okay. See, I kind of wonder because I think these people are putting words in, and the indefinitely thing, I just don't see that really being the word they would use because
they literally use the word. What do you mean?
I just don't think that. I don't think indefinitely is the proper word to be used here because I already know, like I said, The Rock has been tweeting nothing about. I mean, he ripped his fucking gate off at his house to go to work on this.
It's on Screen Rant, and it's on CBR too.
Okay, I will make
we really need to clarify.
Here's the deal. I don't think it's indefinitely.
We need to clarify that word. That's part of the problem here. People are freaking out about the actual word.
I don't think it's
the word doesn't mean
how he's like, be careful about the word while he's like, well, I'm speculating.
Well, I'm not sitting here saying that indefinitely means that it's not going to happen.
Right.
But you got to understand that these other movies don't have that tag indefinitely on it. Black Adam is the only one that has indefinitely on it. So
maybe because they just want to be able to put it where they want to put it, and they don't know where that's at yet.
What?
Okay, but why indefinitely? You guys are not understanding that.
Yeah,
you could say that with Batman. And Batman has been delayed. These movies have been delayed. You don't hear indefinitely on those movies.
And also, Wonder Woman's been pushed out 3 different times. There are literally Dorito packages with her fucking stupid face with the golden armor on
already.
You could change her date another year from now, which they already did with Batman. This indefinitely nonsense is everybody covering their tracks. Well, I think what I would assume, and I don't mean to speak for you, Anso, or anybody else, Black Adam is something that was talked about when Shazam was already being made. The Rock was
before that,
and The Rock was considered for this piece beforehand. This was something that should have already been in production, and we're still just talking about it. The fact that they're putting that in the indefinite when it seems like they wanted that to come out first seems really strange to me. And then I would go as an executive myself, if I had control, I'd go, why the hell are we not banking on The Rock? The fun comedy fun.
The highest paid actor in Hollywood right now.
My God,
I agree with John.
I hate to be the guy where I'm like, Shazam was great. I have some issues with it on a technical level, but I think it was a nice shining light in the DCEU. And with Henry Cavill coming back and signing the 3 picker, why are we not taking advantage of the fact that we have to force him back in the Superman suit? Man, remember how they brought him in and couldn't show his face in a cutscene for Shazam? Imagine if we actually could bring Henry Cavill in for the next one while he's still under contract. Shazam is the fun one that I think you could do for minimal money and get it done and really keep some hype and have some fun. I think it'll get a pass just because it's fun. So why not boot that one first?
Like I said, I think that the word indefinitely is being misused here. I'm wondering if it's not just some beat writer that the story's gone on other places. And I don't know. I'd like to see what Warner Brothers. I'd like to see what Warner Brothers has said.
Doomcock. What do you have to say? Doomcock. Somebody hail Doomcock.
That is coming from Warner Brothers.
Have you gone to their?
This is coming from Warner Brothers, by the way, from what I'm reading.
Yeah, it's coming from
their website.
Who's LDG Pixels? Who the fuck? I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know who you are, but your fucking voice is butter.
Okay,
appreciate that, boss. Thank you very much.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I like you. That's cool. That's good though, right?
Hard right now.
Well, I got called God the other day, so I'll take that as a compliment.
I understand what you're saying, Chris.
Be right back.
I understand what you're saying. I get it. But the fact that this is the only movie that's been delayed and has that indefinite on it means something is up.
I hear what you're saying on that, Anzo, and I kind of sort of agree. But one thing I know is a sure tell that a movie's coming out. If you go to the toy store, particularly Walmart, and you start seeing Black Adam toys, the movie's coming out. I just went last week. And I saw King Kong versus Godzilla toys. So I know that movie is going to happen because they're not going to send that stuff out and not make a movie. And to what John said,
you mean like Rise of Skywalker?
You can see Wonder Woman and all that kind of stuff. So if you start seeing, especially either Hardee's, Burger King, or McDonald's has some kind of Black Adam toy, the movie's going to happen.
And I get it, but those toys that you're seeing are movies that are done.
Danny, I must ask the question as the white bald guy. Would it be racist to have Black Adam toys at Popeyes?
Really?
Oh boy!
Damn, John. Really?
I had to. I'm sorry. I had to.
Phantom Zone is out.
Yeah, he had to get the Phantom Zone for that one.
What happened?
I deserved it.
I'm saying,
John,
the Godzilla versus King Kong movie hasn't come out yet, Anzo.
But it's done.
It's
done filming though.
It's
done filming though. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm not saying
that.
Okay, I'm not. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, if we see that, that's an indicator that the movie is going to come out. If you see McDonald's, Hardee's, or Burger King push a toy, there's an indicator that movie's coming out. So if I see a Black Adam toy at McDonald's, or my grandson, a Black Adam, I'm like, oh, yep, that movie's coming out. So that's what I'm waiting.
There are Halo Master Chief Extra XP monster cans floating around, and guess what? Halo Infinite just got fucking shelved for like another year.
Yeah.
No, companies fuck up, and like I said, we even talked about the fact that Wonder Woman is all over Doritos packages and all kinds of stuff that was made 6 months ago.
That is because of
marketing
because of
is
COVID, John.
but that doesn't matter. That's marketing fuck ups. They don't know when shit's coming out. The problem is that
who in the hell predicted COVID?
Nobody did.
Had the COVID
no,
come out?
No. You're not seeing the problem with a bad marketing strategy because you're looking at bad production marketing. The idea that like you're already making a release date before there's even a script, before you even casted people, before you're like Batman in 2021 of October. You haven't even casted it yet. They do that. That's what you literally watched it with the Star Wars sequels. It's like we are brandishing stuff that we don't even have. Man, come on.
The Star Wars should have been different because they had the treatments from George.
But at the end of the day,
and when he sold it, he thought he was given a guarantee that they were going to use his.
But Martigan,
different.
Real talk though. When Rise of Skywalker's coming out,
do you really
think? No. But do you really think they were like, you know what? When we have to do merchandising for this movie that we probably spent too much for. Yes, washing machines, refrigerators, and let's do some stuff at an airport with a lady with like 2 lightsabers. No,
well, that's because of what happened with the Last Jedi's merchandise.
Oh, come on.
All their shit didn't sell for anything.
Yeah,
and I think they were hesitant on doing it again. That's what happened with Baby Yoda.
I'm talking about more playing damage control with the idea of like, hey, our movie is not going to come out when we thought it was going to. So what do we do with those like Dorito bags? It's like, well, obviously, just send the Dorito bags out. Who cares? It's not going to change anything.
John, pull back on the throttle for a second.
Sure.
In all actuality, this is something that I've noticed through the years. Now, I can't give you names of movies, but I have seen and heard it done. Okay, when Hollywood says that a project has been pushed back indefinitely, 9 times out of 10, you'll never see this movie.
Oh yeah. Well,
thank you.
Hey, guys.
Thank you.
Here's the thing, guys. Listen up. I'm looking on Warner Brothers website, and there's absolutely no press release about this. So where are they getting this from?
Oh my god. Okay.
I've been saying that. I said, hey, I went to the Warner Brothers website and there's no press release. Chris, you'll back me up on this.
Yeah, I said it before you, but that's okay. I understand you're slow. I understand you're slow there. I understand you're slow there. Okay.
You know,
you do know, Chris. You do know, Chris, that sometimes information gets leaked out before they actually have a chance to make an announcement.
That's fine, but the thing is something like this.
The article just came out today. Wait a day or two.
I'm just saying, until it comes from them, this is hearsay.
Maybe so,
but then what are you doing?
Right.
Like I'm going by their website.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go by practice.
So this is like saying when Rise of Skywalker came out and all the leaks came out and everything and all of that shit. Oh, it was hearsay because it was never mentioned by Lucas, right? Come on, man. It doesn't have to actually come from them right away.
You remember how everybody told us that all the leaks that came from Reddit for Game of Thrones, for Rise of Skywalker, for all these
bullshit
were bullshit, and they were 1 for fucking 1. Shout out to Geeks and Gamers, Mauler, EFAP, everybody who fucking did those streams. Doomcock, 1 for 1. Doctor Who fan also talking. Look. In this day and age, people are fucking fed up with the lack of caring about the craft / the way people are being treated in the actual industry. People really don't give a fucking toss anymore, and us as fans are watching the cracks just seep the nonsense.
This is just like everybody who's said. Wait. Let me put something else out there. So you're telling me that everybody that said that Disney was out of Spider-Man was right.
Wait, what?
Months leading when the deal didn't go through right after they released
for what?
For Spider-Man.
What Spider-Man? No.
Okay,
Be
but
specific.
hold on.
What
But hold
Spider-Man?
on.
No.
They dropped it, and then Sony came out and said, "We're not dealing with them. We're done." And I said, "Why are they going out there and saying they're done with this deal? Why is the one person who? Why are they saying that?" And I knew they weren't done, and they weren't done.
But
You're
no,
not-
at the time
You're not
they were.
always, not everybody's right.
At the time
And what I'm
they-
saying
but
is
at the
that
time they
yes,
were
is this
done.
possible? Sure, it's possible. But the thing is I'm not going to buy into it right now.
Okay, but at the time they were done. You're talking about something. You're like they
It
were
took them
done.
just about
But-
2 months to hammer
But
out the
doesn't
details, and they
matter.
were talking
It
that
wasn't
same
about
day.
details, bro.
It's not.
You know what
it's not
happens?
like that.
You know
though.
what happens when companies get together? If they cannot come to agreement, they split up and they go their separate ways, and that's what happened. And then they ended up coming
Sony
to
and
agreement.
MCU,
They
dude.
ended up coming
How
to
much-
an
how much
agreement
bullshit
again.
that we didn't even think
Like,
that
come
the
on.
Spider-Man
That's
movie was even going to come out. There
That's
were
a bad-
rumors. There was rumors that the Far From Home movie wasn't even going to be fucking made because of the Sony MCU.
But that's what I'm
Hey.
saying. This
No.
is a rumor.
Chill
I got
out
one
with you and your driving bullshit.
Hold on,
This
hold
is
on.
a
Guys,
rumor. And you're
Guys,
just saying the same
guys,
thing.
hey.
It's a rumor.
Calm
It's
down.
a rumor, and you have no basis on this yet.
Neither do
All
you.
right,
Hey,
it's about
I got
time.
No,
I
I don't.
wanted-
I'm not saying I do, but I'm
Okay,
saying you can't be any
calm
more
down.
sure than I am.
But you're the one that's saying you're
passionate about
sure.
it.
You're the one
No,
that's
I'm not
there.
saying
Yes,
I'm
you
sure.
are. You're saying,
What
well,
I'm
I
saying
don't
is
believe it.
I
don't
have
do this.
nothing to buy on this. If this was a stock, I'm not buying this because there's no proof of it.
What about Morbius? Remember when that trailer existed? Where's that movie? We haven't
I'm
even
not
heard
worried about
about
Morbius.
I have to-
We're not
I have
talking
to- I
about
have to-
Morbius. We're not
I have
talking
to
about
agree with Chris,
Madam
man.
Web. We're not talking about all of that.
It's cool
part
to
of the
talk
market.
about it.
But it's part
All
of the
right,
market.
hold up. All right, 2 seconds, please. It's cool to talk about it, and it's a rumor, and we got to make sure it's a rumor. But I can't find jack squat from Warner Brothers on this either. So until I won't buy this stock until Warner Brothers says something. It's cool to talk about and speculate about, but it's not cement. So we don't know really. But in my opinion, out of all the movies they pushed back, Black Adam was the one that get the cut. I mean, because you had, like I said, all the big boys, the Flash, the Shazam, the Batman. Of course, if they were going to cut one, it was going to be Black Adam because the other ones are a bigger name, obviously. So it does make sense in that point of view. But is this stock yet? No, this isn't stock. This is software.
But LDG,
nothing's hard.
No, but I like what you said though. No, may I? I want to. I like his point. LD, I love that point. It totally makes sense, but usually when you're coming in from a producer or a type of a production company, yeah, I get that you have big names. Look at some of the names that like Iron Man started the MCU. He was not a big name, but he created the MCU. Now I understand that it's not the same thing. I follow with me. My whole deal is that with the DCEU not being as strong as it has been, and we're making fun of it. Let's be fair. Most people make fun of it. Yes, we have some BFES lovers. Yes, we have some Man of Steel lovers. Yes, I don't know why anybody would ever talk about Justice League as if it was a good film. But the idea is we have the Snyder Cut, and the Snyder Cut is changing the game. This is an opportunity for us to look at it and go, okay, what characters do we get to re-look at? The issue is we want the fan reaction to do that, but the issue is that DCEU cannot seem to hold their balls for less than a week. So it's like, okay, do we wait for the fan reaction, or do we just assume that the Snyder Cut is going to reamp us and do such and such and such? My issue is that even a guy, you're talking to a guy who's super Mr. Hot Take, Danny, Anzo, they fucking hate me, and I'm gonna give him another one. I really, really liked Shazam because I love Zachary Levi, loved him since Chuck. I really went into Shazam being super biased. I enjoyed it a lot. Watched it again, kind of dumb, but it's fun. It's super fun. I get it. Blah blah blah.
It's a good popcorn movie.
I would put it in the idea of Wonder Woman because her third act is real shit. Wonder Woman's a better film. But what I would say is, why are you not capitalizing on something that people really, really enjoyed? Also, as a production company, The Rock is pretty much going to give you back a return. Not necessarily like boost you into the stratosphere, but people wanted a Black Adam. People enjoyed Shazam. People could do this stuff, and it could really open up a storyline for Henry Cavill to come back as Superman versus a Shazam. There's literally a cartoon where it's Superman versus Shazam, and we could have that, and they could be the linchpins for the new thing. My whole thing is that why not bank on the things that people actually like versus just guessing?
I ain't even seen Shazam, and I agree with that.
That's where all I'm gonna say is just because it hasn't been announced on Warner Brothers' site right now doesn't mean you can't sit there and say that it's just fluff. Because there has been many inside. Let me finish. Let me finish.
John, listen. Wait, you guys aren't even listening to what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong.
As I said, this guy won't let me finish. So I'm going to finish what I'm going to say, and then you can talk. All right? Now, as I was saying, I'm not sitting here and saying that it's going to happen or it's not going to happen. What I'm trying to tell you is just because you're saying it's not on the Warner Brothers website doesn't mean it's not a fact. We have had insiders. We've had all kinds of fucking leaked shit many times that have come through. So just because it's not mentioned on the website does not mean it's not true. So if you don't want to believe it, that's on you. That's up to you. But give it a few days. Let's wait and see.
As many times as people have leaked stuff and been right, there's just as many times as they've been wrong. And all I'm saying
not true. Not in the last 2 years. Wrong.
Oh, well, you're wrong.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm not wrong.
No, listen. We're not going to go off. Okay, first off, we're not going to talk about. Wait, stop.
What do you mean?
We're not going to talk about Disney here.
I didn't talk about Disney. I was talking about
stop. Okay, you wanted me to listen. Let me talk.
Maybe how about you drive your car?
Hold on. Let him finish.
Listen, you talk about the Rise of Skywalker shit. Disney doesn't talk anyways. Disney doesn't care. That shit was out there. They're not going to say it's right. They're not going to say it's wrong. That's just Disney. Disney's an iron curtain. They don't give a shit. They're not going to act like anything's wrong, even if the world's on fire. They don't give a shit. Warner Brothers right now, they may be the same way. All I'm saying is as many times as people said that the fucking Spider-Man deal was dead and this was dead and that was dead, it came back around that they were wrong. Because I told people for months as the Spider-Man stuff was going on, because what I heard was, no, it was going to finish and it was going to go through and they were going to come to terms. And they did. Everybody's told me I was fucking nuts.
Okay,
the thing is, there's just as many times that things are wrong as they're right.
Okay, so we have one more topic. I'm going to get to that topic. Yes, I'm going to say this last thing and this last thing on this only. And I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
Dude.
You talked about, talked about the Spider-Man deal. It was dead. No matter what you want to say.
No, actually, it wasn't.
It was dead.
No, listen.
It did die and somebody fixed it. Somebody died and somebody fixed it.
It was dead, and then they went back to the table and negotiated a deal. Yep. It's totally different than what you were saying. It was dead.
I agree.
Now we're moving on.
Not that they were walking away.
Agreeing with me.
I know. We're moving on now. Next topic.
Oh, fuck.
Resident Evil reboot. Now, Capcom's Resident Evil video game series has already
movie or game?
Movie.
Okay.
Has already been adapted into 6 feature films starring Mila Jovovich, Alice, a character created for the big screen. However, Alice tend to push the game's characters into the background, but that won't be the case for the newly announced Resident Evil reboot film. Writer and director Joanne Roberts is creating a new movie that will be directly based on the first 2 games in the series. Do you want to see a rebooted Resident Evil movie?
Fuck yes, I do.
Yep. I want to Mel lead.
Wait, what? Oh, you want?
No.
Martigan, you cannot be Chris Redfield. You need to take a nap. And
you said
you can't be.
Is the reboot?
Chris Redfield. You can't be.
You
Chris
said the
Redfield.
reboot is going to be based on more based on the games.
They said
Right,
more
so I'm
based on
thinking
the,
Resident
but
Evil
that's
2.
horseshit though. Like, come on, dude. Like, let's not lie to each other because they said that same shit like versus like an Angelina Jolie Lara Croft versus like the Alec what's her name
I didn't watch
Alicia
that shit.
Vandecaver whatever the fuck who cares version. Her video games suck too. By the way, I played the first one. What a fucking shitty version of It was like Assassin's Creed 3, but not good. Like, it was pretty shit. Okay. I'm gonna hijack this because
No, you're
It's
not
what
gonna
I do.
hijack this. You're gonna let people talk.
Oh, all right. I'll sit back.
You're good at it.
No, I'll sit back. It's fine.
Yeah, let people talk. So,
The damn first copy, I got it because Resident Evil is my shtick. The damn first movie should have been based on the game. The pieces of junk that came out in its place was an absolute fucking insult. And it's about time they actually used the word. The fact that they're using the word reboot is starting to piss me off. You can't call it a reboot if you're bringing it back to its original story.
On the first one, yeah,
I agree.
but the first ones are fun. Can we say that?
They're okay, but they're not Resident Evil. They're some mutated stepchild.
How dare you? They had Miles Epps.
Only the first one was decent.
The whatever.
Actually,
Valentine in the second one.
I liked the first three. And,
yeah.
I liked the first three. I stopped playing after the third one because it was just the same thing all over again.
Oh, the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about
the game.
movie.
Yeah, the first three games were the best.
The first three games. Okay, if they could do a storyline based on those three games and do it properly, they could pull off a reboot with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually liked all the movies. Okay, but I know they're not directly based off the movie. I like Mila Jovovich, man.
Can I get a JJ? JJ? I want to.
You can't. Stop.
I want to help you. I want to say, I totally stand with you. I think they're fun. They're fucking retarded and have nothing to do with the game.
Oh, they're popcorn movies, man. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy
they're terrible films. They're the Batman and Robin of the Resident Evil films.
Listen, I agree with you. After the third one, I think, which the Apocalypse.
Oh, all of them. They're all terrible.
No,
the first one's okay.
The only one that I actually will give legitimate praise to. Okay, I'll maybe give you one just for like they set up a world and they tried to do stuff. The 3D one, which was actually their fourth one.
Danny, I feel you.
No, I'm not going to talk to Danny because he's
Danny,
he's in a weird.
No,
we got to talk. No, we got to talk. We got to talk about Danny.
Is there anything else that you're good at?
No, because Danny is in a weird facial hair phase in his life, and we all need.
Okay, we're talking about the movie. We're not talking about Danny right now.
Yeah, and I'm in this. I'm in this weird don't give a fuck stage right now. All I know is a reboot would be great if it was done properly.
Did you see?
Don't call it a reboot. Call it the original. Just stop. Oh, God's fucking reboot name is pissing me off.
But why though? It's a reboot.
It isn't a reboot if it's the original story.
No, but it doesn't matter if it's
no.
Talking about the movie franchise.
No, I know. That's what I'm talking about too. The original franchise still has the name Resident Evil on it. They have the Resident Evil.
Yeah, but so does Final Fantasy, and that thing had nothing to do.
Well, I also watched. I fucking played Marvel vs. Capcom and it had Chris Redfield in it. Fucking chill out.
My point is, it had Resident Evil. It had the characters in it. It had some characters in it. It had Nemesis. It had the lickers. It had the demons. So it's Resident Evil. So it's a reboot. Just because they didn't stick to the story doesn't mean it's not a reboot.
Can I? But Anzo, may I before we go on, because I know LDG is probably.
And we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon. So go ahead.
Okay, fine. I would make the argument. I am a huge fan of the Resident Evil storyline. I think it's really, really cool. Like, I like the methodical idea of like the things, like Walking Dead tries to fake it and they suck and they're terrible.
You will not fucking talk bad about Walking Dead on this show. You're not doing.
Listen, Anzo.
Yes.
You're going to have to put me in maybe because you know what? I like Resident Evil, but it's the only show that broke their own damn canon on the first episode.
Thank you.
Who? Okay, yeah, you're going to.
All right, fuck me.
Well,
I said
I don't even like Walker.
nobody.
I don't even.
No, I'm
like
just saying. I liked the first movie. I just thought Resident Evil turned into a cartoon. Obviously, in the second one, and then they're always like trying to like revamp, and they can't figure out what they want to do. My whole deal is that, I don't know why a video game movie cannot be done
properly.
Correctly. The Assassin's Creed with Michael we got fucking Michael Fassbender to be in an Assassin's Creed film, and it's fucking retarded. My whole thing is they're fun to watch, but fucking hell, is a Resident Evil fan of the games. And don't get me wrong, those animated films, fuck all of you fucking stupid nerds. Those suck too. God damn it, the games are only good. Everybody knows Resident Evil 4 is the best game. Suck a dick. And okay,
hold on.
I'm just gonna back out. I'm just gonna back out now.
Yeah, hold on. And I hate to say this, but I was gonna agree with you. I was gonna say that I love Resident Evil 4.
Yes,
I love Resident Evil 4.
It's fucking so good. The fucking storage management. Fuck. I can't.
Resident Evil 4 wouldn't be jack squat if it wasn't for Resident Evil 1. Okay, that was the video game I was afraid to play. I was afraid to play when the sun went down.
Resident Evil 2 fucked me up as a kid.
The camera's the big bad. The camera is like the boss of that game.
Who cares?
What do you
effing cares?
I care because I brought it up. Sucks.
John's just a whiny little baby, LDG.
Well, I know,
just let him be a baby about it. That's what he is. He's a baby, so it's okay. Little baby, not like the camera angle of Resident Evil 1.
This is current year. No bullying.
I froze, guys. I'll be right back.
No, don't do it. Bye. So, guys, so Danny, what's it like to be the daddy of the internet? Everybody loves you. We miss you. Where have you been?
You know, someone said something about why can't they make a movie that's the same as a video game?
Oh, easy, because nobody has imagination.
You know what game I gave hope to? And it's funny too because The Rock was in it. Was effing Doom.
Yeah, but
remember Doom?
Sucked,
and when Doom came out, I had super high hopes for it. Watched that whole fucking movie, and it had details, it had this and that and the other, and then it finally at the end of the movie where you get that 30 seconds of actually seeing the Doom effect, the gun and everything. I was screaming. I was like, "Yes, this is what I came to watch." LDG. And 30 seconds later, it's over.
Stop.
Hold on, John. Hold on, okay. Danny. Let me get some
we
input.
all just get along.
Let me get some input, Danny.
Along.
Let me get some input, Danny. You haven't said nothing.
I don't watch Resident Evil, but there was a statement earlier that was saying about how video game movies aren't successful. I disagree because I think Tron was successful. I think Hitman was successful.
Tron was not.
Original.
Hitman was not.
Well,
the game came after the movie.
Tron was a movie before it was the game.
Yeah.
The original or Legacy? Or the actual video game?
How
old are you, Danny?
You said Tron.
No, the original Tron, but then
guys,
Hitman was good.
I'm not mad at
but it wasn't
first Mortal Kombat.
Oh no!
When I say successful, I don't mean Mario successful. I mean successful.
Let Danny finish, please. Thank you. Go ahead, Danny.
When I'm saying successful, I don't mean by it made a box office successful. I mean as a geek of the games, I thought the movie was good.
Made a profit and it made the fan and you didn't lose your fan base and you made a profit. You weren't no top seller. Yes, Danny, I agree. Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat was like the perfect example of the only game I can think of where the movie even came close.
No,
to being what it was.
You're the worst person ever made ever.
I bet you like Street Fighter, right? Is that your favorite movie, Street Fighter?
I like
I bet.
Calm down, guys. Calm down.
No.
Or how about Mario Brothers? Was that your favorite?
Yeah, dude.
Yes,
Yeah, that was just like the game.
Was
It was
Mario,
awesome.
Luigi, Mario, and
They were
Luigi Mario.
I just
Listen,
want to say,
by the way,
Shifty gives him
LDG,
respect
you're
for
my
that.
favorite person.
Can I say something real quick? Danny,
No.
I understand what you mean now. What I was thinking whenever I hear someone talking about whether or not a video game movie is successful, I was thinking in that it breaks the seal for more to be made, like what we saw with Iron Man or the X-Men, Spider-Man, where when those movies came out, they're like, oh, okay, like comic book movies can not only be successful or profitable, but they can also be good, and there's more to build on. And it started that flood of comic book movies.
Well, Hitman
there has not
to
been
me the first. I agree with what you're saying, man. But Hitman, the first one was done well. I don't know why they didn't get Timothy Olyphant to do the second one. The second one just kind of went off tracks. So I agree with you on that one. But they had the blueprint to make a successful Hitman series. They just
they did.
They didn't stay with the right horse. I would have never have gotten rid of Timothy Olyphant because he had the whole demeanor, the whole fight style, the whole he had everything. The second guy, I'm not even sure who he was.
Deadwood, come on, man.
Excellent. And I just want to say, Shifty Gibbs said, I kind of wish Rob was taking the night off. The stream is so good. I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, thank you.
Had you said anything on the topic?
And not get talked over.
No, go ahead. No one's going to talk over you.
Oh, me?
I'm all for a Resident Evil remake. And the problem here is that while I want it to be like the game, it's very difficult to take games and it's not a book, but it's similar to how a book is. But the problem with video games is there's a lot of little stories that they push together. While you're playing it and you're interacting with it, it works. But when you watch it on a film and you're not a part of that, you're not controlling that. That's where the disconnect comes from.
Great.
And until they can find a happy medium, and I think you guys make a good point about Mortal Kombat, is that while it wasn't the greatest movie in the world, it kind of felt like it. It had reminiscences of the game itself, the way that they had to come in, the way they had to meet in different places. That there was they said fight. It was just little things like that, and it made sense. It was like, okay, it works like this, and you could see that.
Why does it make sense when the guy can steal your soul?
Because it's in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Let him finish.
Chris, let me ask you a question, Chris. What'd you think about Sonic? I thought Sonic worked.
But you see, what you're doing there is you're mixing the game
with just a regular movie.
Yeah, so it worked.
They were mixing that with the cartoon. They were mixing that with the cartoon.
Guys. I wasn't even doing that, and I don't know if I accidentally poisoned the well. The idea is like, okay, so we've had multiple versions. This is the fun part of lately. A lot of people don't like me because I do this whole thing of like, oh, I'm comparing stuff. Guess what? Yay! Lately, this generation of movie making has given me the option to actually compare movies that were made 20 years ago. So I'm going to make the argument. We have the Alicia Vikander version of Lara Croft versus the Angelina Jolie one.
Yeah,
I will always give you the Angelina Jolie one. Not only did they actually try to give you like all the beep bops, boop boops, and the aesthetic of her looking really, really awesome. The Alicia Vikander one, it's a wilderness film. It's kind of like The Hunt or The Edge or other great films I'm telling you about right now. Go watch those. Hers is not bad. That idea that like when she's removed from her tech and stuff, she still proves she's awesome by like doing the bungee stuff in her mansion. It still proves she's badass, and she's like.
Let me make
really
a statement to that, John. I hear what you're saying. I haven't watched the second one, but there's always seemed to be a go-to that
Cradle of the World or whatever.
Hold on, let him finish.
There always seems to be a go-to that YouTubers go to is they see something one time, then they say like, if somebody, I'm tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over. Then when the director gives them a different look, then they always go back and say, well, that's not my Laura Croft, or that's not my Batman. That's not. So you can't have it both ways. So that's an argument I always say in the past.
That's a bad.
Danny, may I ask if I was a quote unquote purist or fucking pretentious film man, would it be fair to ask you to watch the ones that came before you watch the new ones?
I'm not saying
no, because I feel like a lot of people because I feel like a lot of people tell me it's like, oh well, you're comparing. Well, yeah, I am comparing.
Listen, I'm not, just because it's different doesn't make it good though.
I'm not. Hold on, one at a time.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm not being
John.
mean or anything. I'm
not saying you're being mean. Let me
no, not to you. No,
I know. One at a time. That's all I'm saying.
The statement that I'm making overall, and not saying John is in this category.
Yeah,
I'm saying that listening to a lot of YouTubers.
Yes.
They always say, I'm tired of seeing Uncle Ben get killed. I'm tired of seeing Martha and Thomas get killed. I want to see something different. Then when the director does something different and it's totally on the other side of the scale, then they say, that's not my Batman. You can't have my statement to this.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
Danny,
when somebody give you canon,
Danny, hold on, let him finish.
I love this. No, I want to piggyback because I think I know what he's saying. I think I know what he's saying.
I know what he's saying as well.
No, I agree with Danny. I want to say it's one of those things where Danny, 100%. I think, it's the idea of like, yeah, I get it. We've seen it 100 times, but I mean, what if the 100th time is like the best time?
No,
like
okay.
Who knows?
Didn't get it.
Who knows?
No, listen.
Who knows?
Just because it is different, doesn't mean it's good. It's okay to be to criticize. Yeah, it's okay to criticize. Like hey, we don't want to keep seeing the same thing. And then when they do something different and it isn't good, we can still criticize it for it not being good on its own merit.
Yeah,
rather than falling back on like, well, actually, we want to go back to the old way. No. Both things can be true.
I agree with what you're saying, man. Let me give you an example. In the first Spider-Man, I'm a Andrew Garfield. I think he was the best one. If you listen to Anzo, he believes Tobey Maguire. I personally didn't like the organic webs. So that's one of my main criticisms. I don't like the organic webs.
I like the idea
that he lost his powers. He can't have seed. He can't do this kind of stuff. He couldn't be Spider-Man. Then when he gets angry, his powers suddenly come back. I've never seen that in any comic book, Spider-Man comic book that I read. But to Anzo's point, he likes that, and we discussed it many times. I don't particularly like that. I like the Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, he's a scientist. He makes his own webs. He does this kind of stuff. He runs out of cartridges.
Yes.
So I'm saying,
I think Amazing Spider-Man.
There are different flavors for different people.
Yeah.
Right. And Danny,
if you want to,
go ahead. Sorry, Pixel. Go ahead. We're gonna.
If you want a different story, make a different story.
No, don't
change Spider-Man. Spider-Man's origin. You can't reboot an origin. Okay, you can't reboot an origin. Okay, what? If you want a Spider-Man that does different or different this or different that, then you have a couple options. You either create some kind of multiverse where you can travel and watch Spider-Man live a different life, or create a new damn character. And don't with the originality.
Man, talk about being bitter and super.
And one thing I will say
pigeonholed.
One thing I will say to Danny is, Danny, Spider-Man did lose his powers in the comic, and then he got it back because he went into a cocoon, and then he ended up getting those tentacles or whatever, the legs coming out of his arms.
Yeah.
So yes, at one point, Spider-Man did use his powers.
Anzo, I gotta ask. Yeah. I may have had a couple of hot takes just in your chat the other day. Remember how a lot of people have talked about The Boys and how a lot of huge changes have happened in the TV show, and they're like way better than the comic book. Oh no, we're having an issue about, is it a good adaptation or is it a good film? I think people need to figure that out.
I wouldn't know. Never read the comic book.
A lot of Spider-Man fans have a huge problem with Homecoming because he's Spider-Man Jr. And I will tell you, if you call him Spider-Man Jr., I think you're a fucking kind
Iron Man Jr.
And you know what? Marvel had a comic series for this. Okay, if you wanted to know what life would be if something was different, it was the What If series.
What if?
And they're going to make
Yes.
They're doing it literally right now. They're literally doing it.
There's ways to have your cake and eat it too. The universe is perfect.
And
It can
they're
have
literally
do anything you want as long as you do it right. And to respond to comic chat,
what would you consider
they're
right?
not doing it right now. They're just coming out with movies,
And
labeling it whatever, and then that's why we're bitching. And thank you, Chris.
We're not bitching. You're bitching.
Resident Evil should be called a remake, not a reboot. Because a reboot defines that you're changing stuff. If you're bringing it back to the original, now I have a real problem because the word reboot has a bad reputation.
Yeah, rightfully so.
All right. And that's great, guys. Great show. We're going to close it up because we have another stream to head on to. I already got the link for that. So we're just going to go around and let people know where they can find you one last time. I do appreciate everybody that was in the chat, watched the show. Do appreciate the panel. So we're going to go from back to the top, bottom to top. So Chris Knight, tell the people where they can find you.
Power bottom.
All right, guys. Do me a favor, go over to the Real Review 3000 and please sub if you guys haven't already.
And stop
I know
driving.
I see a lot of guys in here and that I don't know if you guys are sub, but if you are, that's great. I appreciate it. Doing things about The Masked Singer. We're doing stuff on movies, video game streams, doing all sorts of stuff. And the weekly Rumble, weekly wrap up, Gospel According to Chris, the Rule of Three, Chaotic Conversation, the Khaos List, all of that stuff. Crazy every week. And we're just really glad you guys are here. Go to youtube.chaoscentral.com and you will get to the Chaos Central YouTube channel. Please go over there and sub also. And sub to everybody you see here today. JJ, Mad, John, LDG, Danny, and of course here on this channel, sub to Big Afford Entertainment. Make sure you do that. And when you got a chance, go back. All these shows are kept up so you can watch them anytime you have time. So thank you very much for having me on again.
LDG Pixels here. You have issues with your computers? Have any IT questions? Sorry, my bad. Whoops. I wasn't supposed to play.
He couldn't wait, eh?
My fault.
Fucking roll on, I guess.
Well, you know what?
Hey, Chris, get the fuck out.
Since you started, sorry, Chris. Go ahead, LDG.
Fucking bitch.
No, I'm done. I'm done. So that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead, LDG. Finish up.
You go fucking deal out them cards, my dude.
Hey guys, LDG Pixels here. You have issues with your computers? Have any IT questions? Come join us at YouTube at LDG Pixels. That's on YouTube, LDG space Pixels. I'm live. I'm here to help. Tech news, nerd chat, help you fix up your computer free.
Real talk. Are you in the CGI link or is that you typing the?
I feel like a damn Padawan learner. He's like,
no. I need to know. Danny. LDG, is that you in the fucking thing in the computer, or is that you typing?
No, that was him in the computer.
That was me in the
computer.
And Danny,
that's
exactly why I had that honorable mention at the beginning about this guy making us, and I know computers, and this guy making me look stupid. John, tell the people where they can find you, bro.
Oh man, you can find me. I don't even know anymore because apparently Danny and Anzo and Terrence, who calls me a human on a weekly, well, hopefully basis, we haven't figured out where equilibrium is going to end up at. So you're going to find me wherever they post us at. At the end of the day, you can find me in their chats because I think these two guys are fucking phenomenal. So subscribe to these two fucking fools and you'll see me with my hot takes and we'll go from there. Thank you for having me on. You guys are fucking awesome.
Now that I'm done moving, thank God. Trying to breathe again.
Man, Martigan, tell the people.
And Danny smells funny.
Yeah. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take that little thing and you're gonna slide that some bits all the way to the beginning of this, and you can hear everything about me there.
Yum.
And watch the stream back again because it was actually a funny, good stream. So, JJ, you're up next.
Look at this sucker. Boy.
I'm busy. I'm in the conversation.
JJ, are you playing with me and Shadow tomorrow, please?
No. And what?
I heard rumors that Shadow was going to bring you on to play some fucking Marvel versus Capcom. Nothing.
I don't even have that game. Who the hell would say that?
I don't know.
Anyways, JJ, go ahead. Tell the people.
All right, John, real quick. Don't believe everything you hear. Anyway, what's up, everybody? It's your boy JJ. And you can find me a little bit everywhere. Sunday nights on Hanstar's channel. Monday nights on my channel. I do a weekly live stream at its finest.
My bad, JJ.
What the fuck?
I was trying to big you up like this, and I.
No, wait. No, it's at the end. It's at the end.
Yeah, go ahead, JJ. Finish.
Anyway,
stop it. Anyway, I'll tell you.
Shut up, stupid. Monday nights on my live, I got to do a weekly live stream called Randomness at its Finest. Random panel, random topics. Come by, check it out. You might like it, might not. Who knows? Just like, share, subscribe, all the stuff that goes with that. Thursday night, sometimes you find me on the Real Review 3000, Chris Knight's channel, for the weekly Rumble. Sometimes as a wild card, sometimes as a contestant, or as I like to say, a combatant. And last but not least, you can find me here on Twitter at Sithlord3827. And before I finish this, I want to address everybody in the chat. I've been paying attention to what you've been saying in the comments. Anzo's been paying attention. And I'm hoping the rest of you have. Without the chat, without you guys, we wouldn't have a show. So, I'm doing this for everybody. If you want to say something, that's up to you. But from all of us, I want to thank you guys because, you guys rock. Y'all are here. Y'all are supporting us. You guys rock. So, with that being said, you find me here at Sithlord3827 on Twitter. Where sometimes I tweet, sometimes I retweet, sometimes I don't. It's a lottery. Y'all come check it out. Thanks for having me, guys. I had fun.
That's what I was waiting
did I miss
for.
the randomness at its finest?
Yes, you did. Danny, your turn.
No.
Hey, what's up, chat? This is Danny AKA Comment Chat. You can see me several nights throughout the week. Monday's on my show, Chaotic Conversation. Tuesdays here on the Khaos List. Tomorrow on the Rule of Three. The first two are at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're still trying to lock down equilibrium because we're not going to compete with the NFL because I know we're not going to win. But
hates John.
if you know what up, this virus, we don't know. But Saturdays, you can find us on Square One where we talk sports. Tonight, I'm missing the game. Sorry. But anyway, in about another 5 or 10 minutes, you'll see me and Anzo on Storms Live. And also, man, it only takes 1 second to subscribe. So please subscribe to all of our channels.
Hell yeah.
Subscriptions, we need them. My next goal is 1,300. I'm feeling very thankful to all of y'all because I'm getting my first YouTube check here shortly. I got the PIN number and all that stuff today.
Hell yeah.
Monetized recently, so that's because of y'all.
Good stuff.
Just like
My
what
beautiful
JJ said.
chocolate man.
Wow. TMI.
Oh boy.
Like JJ said, it's because
What
of
the
people
hell?
like you in the chat that support us. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, man, from the bottom of my hearts. Thank you. It is much appreciated.
Excellent. And just
You
like
watched
Hold up.
Stargirl, dude.
Oh my God.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
go ahead, JJ.
Martigan. Kiss my ass.
Oh boy.
What do you say?
Look in the chat, man.
Oh,
Kiss my ass.
here, I'll do this one for you, JJ.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I give him one.
That right
So-
there was the will
No,
of the
but-
force.
May I before I get unceremoniously fucking fucked off. Danny is daddy in the sandbox, always usually being the nice man in Equilibrium. I've actually been very, very sad.
It's equilibrium.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. We haven't had a chance to actually record in a few weeks, and Danny is a guy who really, really balances his workday versus bullshit. Essentially, when I say bullshit, talking to me and Terrence, let's be fair. Danny is really, really good shit. Check him out. Let's do that. Let's make sure he gets fucking clout to the moon. And he really, really, really impresses me with his tactics and the way he keeps everybody humble. It's really, really, really good shit. He's always impressed me.
I'm enjoying his content, actually. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
just sucking its dick, essentially, is what just happened.
It's a cool thing when you find a new sub.
No, you're not.
You're welcome.
You are not. You're not doing that. No.
So with that being said, guys, we do appreciate you guys in the chat. You know what I mean? I do appreciate the panel. This got heated today. I love that shit. If
Always
you guys
fun.
don't know me, I love a heated debate. You know what I mean?
Also,
We're gonna go in the back room.
Also, we
Yes.
did not get that messed up question you were gonna pop. Thank you, Lord.
Yes,
Thank you.
and it was, and it was, and it was.
LD, we gotta
and
talk.
it was even for next week. But I'm gonna let you guys know it was. Is Donald Trump a racist?
Yes.
I know.
And he
I knew it was gonna be-
and
I
he
knew it was gonna be so
smells
crazy.
orange.
I knew it was gonna be so
And he
crazy.
smells
And I'm going
orange,
off on
and
that
I'm
one.
still gonna vote for him. I don't
So-
even know if that's true.
With that being said, my friends, like I said, and I'm going to just reiterate what JJ said to the people that were in the chat, that were watching the show. We couldn't do this without you. I mean, I got up to 20 viewers today, which is, hey, man, I appreciate
That's
that
awesome.
a lot. You know what I mean? That's really good. So, got another stream to go on. Subscribe to the channel. Also, subscribe to the Chaos Central channel so that we can get to 100 subs over there and we can start broadcasting shows on that channel. So
It's fine.
or
Chris
completely on that
smells
channel.
kind of weird, but it's fine.
So with that being said, everybody, we out. Peace. Yes.
Chaos List.
Peace.
Oh, here
We're
we
not
go.
doing that?
Not today.
Later, guys.